Hi there, it's Tamara, the Urban Forager, back again with another lovely book to share with you. I made two of these Disney journals at the same time. I thought, as long as I'm making one, I might as well make two. But this one was largely in blues and yellows and browns instead of the traditional Disney red and black stuff. So you're going to see a lot of stuff like Dory and Nemo and Marlin and a lot of stuff from the Pixar franchises in here, in addition to everything else. The other thing that I wanted to mention about my Disney books is they're not all Disney stuff in here. That I like my Disney as much as anybody else, but I don't like it to be vomited on me. And so there is a lot of Disney merchandising stuff in here, like the postcards and things like that, but other things like the music notes and some of the cardstock paper is not Disney franchise, and I like that. I like mixing it up. These are pages. The journal pages are just painted with watercolors by me, and then I just put some cardstock along the sides. Here we have a flipper page, flip book with lines. We have Mowgli boogieing there and some other stuff. And so the intention with these pages is you lift it up and you can glue a little picture on there or whatever, and then these pages are for writing. And so that's why this is the answer page from the Finding Nemo puzzle book. And you can't exactly write on here, but it certainly can hold a couple photographs. And then back here, this is not a pocket, just some tape, and then there's a place to write some secret fun thing that happened on your trip or in your life. I just love this picture of Bambi's father right here. It just is perfect. And there's like a little flip down for you to write some things in here. And this comes out, of course. You can put your own pictures in there, but did that go perfect or what? They got a little trifold here, double fold here with Mickey's face in there, a little thing to write. If you wanted to, you could certainly glue something over the top of Mickey if you wanted to. My little dog is coming out here, so don't be surprised if you see a little schnauzer nose. I got a triple pocket, a couple postcards that I got that are Disney themed, and then there is some Disney paper in here. Got some quilted paper, and then just the characters. This is just a little thing that I sewed on there because I try to incorporate all of the stuff that I buy when like even just like the packaging. If there's a little picture of Mickey or Minnie, I like to include those too. Adds a little flair and cuteness, you know. Life can always use a little bit more cuteness, you know, like a dancing hippo. And these guys, these seals were just my favorite from Finding Nemo, or Finding Dory, sorry. Gerald! And the whole rock thing was hilarious to me. And so this is actually my favorite page in the whole book. Again, on my watercolored. Got the beluga with her echolocation happening. A little pocket here with the Space Mountain tag. You can flip it open, you can write here, glue something there if you like. A whole bunch of tags in here, so lots of opportunities to write as much as you need to in here, including like a little date spot. I love these little badges. I think they're so cute. More postcards that you can write on. You can send them to yourself on your trip, and then they become part of the souvenir collection. They become actually yours if you use those. Some little flip cards, and you can see that I incorporated a lot of the actual stuff from Disneyland. When I was in Disneyland, I collected maps, and I have a habit of collecting a lot of maps. As a teacher, that's usually the surprise that I bring back for my students, is a map, and then we do like a little mapping activity. And so I have a surplus of these guys chilling, and I've always been like, I don't want to throw them away. What do I do? Well, I think I may have found the place where they go. So we've got Arrow here, and then the California Adventure, California Screaming, which is now the Incredicoaster. This is from when Star Tours changed its ride, and they had like new stuff for the new movies that were coming out, and so I included the cover of that one. This is just sewn on here. It's a little journal page where you can write around it or have your child write around it. You can have your little kid draw pictures in here. This is a really subtly Disney page, but it does have a little Mickey there. I guess you could almost call him a hidden Mickey, but then when you open it, Donald's in here. And there's also a spot for you to tuck a little picture and do a little bit of writing. I like the idea of just letting, like, recording what your kid says exactly verbatim. It's always so cute with the way that they form their sentences. And so you can use these as opportunities to do that. This is a little flipper. And then this is a pocket right here. There's a little tag in there. I just like the way that pocket looks, so I didn't stuff it too full. And then here's another map. And it was just a little bit too big, so I just sewed that on there so it could flip open. There's not anything particularly awesome or different about that, and then it just kind of shows a different map. I like these pages because they allow you to put a little something there and write a little something there. I'm not saying that it's the easiest in the world to write on that, but if you put a book behind it or whatever, that works really well. There's our friend Hank. An Optimist story. Another little dory here. Page where you can tuck some things. I've got a mermaid here, float on. And postcard, a Disney postcard. That's from Fantasmic. There's a Mickey Mouse back here, another Fantasmic thing. Fantasmic had a lot of interesting artwork that kind of matched with the theme of the colors, but sometimes they're a little bit more, I don't know, freaky, I guess is that a word to use? I took this brochure and I made it into a mini book, and I really liked that picture of Mickey and that princess, so I made sure that you could still see that. And then we've got, what are the names? Tweedledee and Tweedledum there. I have a bad habit of always saving these things, the fast passes. And so this was from when we were there around Christmas time. But I put paper on the back of them so that you can write on the back and put your own memory on there. But then again, maybe you don't want my fast pass. Maybe you just want to recycle mine and put your own in there, and that would also, of course, be appropriate. And these are like the little things that I think make stuff look cool when you have it all put together. I like busyness and lots of things to pull out and go on. For me, these books, I like them for the ability to record things in them. But for me, it's just as much of a pop-up book experience as an actual functional book. I have always loved pop-up books ever since I was a little girl. And so I think this is just my method of contributing to that world as I'm making my own version of pop-up books. Watch, pop up, there it is. I like that picture I love that statue that's right at the end of Main Street. A toucan to represent the Tiki Room. Oh, mermaid, she's not Ariel, but she's beautiful, and I love these bubbles. And then there's the definition of what a castle is, what a roller coaster is. I like including those definitions in here. And then we've got the map of Disney California Adventure with some postcards and tags and things for writing on. Another flipper with Dory on it. And just a clean place behind there that you could write if you wanted to. Journal page that has Dreamy on it and Princess. And then I have just a bunch of little cards here for you to write on. My thinking is always glue something here, write something here. Or just leave it and just write something and date it. So you can leave it or glue something on there to make that work. And then, of course, that comes out if you want to put your own thing in there. These things are all over the place at Disneyland. They give one to everybody. And the last page, oh, look how sad Goofy is. It's the last page. You must have lost some luggage. Hopefully that's set aside for what's going to happen to you on your trip. So that's the Disney themed junk journal in blue and yellow. And I had a lot of fun making this, and hopefully somebody will have a lot of fun playing with it and writing in it and doing whatever they want. So thank you for checking it out.